Welcome back to the road to Village. We have finished all of the main entries at this point, so we are going to be proceeding to the classic RE experiences, since presumably we'll be basing RE Village content off of the remakes, but as part of sort of like an extended series here between now and when Village releases, we are going to be doing RE 1, 2, and 3 Classic, as well as some DLCs throughout the entire franchise. So today we'll be tackling RE 1, just like we did with some of the previous games. Yo, Cook, I'll get those subs in a minute, my dude. But just like we have done with the previous games that have like multiple scenarios and stuff, we are going to be releasing both Jill and Chris at the same time, so you guys can pick which one you enjoy, or both if you want, and go from there. So Cook, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. Yo, Kizunaki, Guy Dante, Furious Thrust, Nightbird, and Mike Skill. Yo, enjoy all of them emotes, my friends. All right, so we're gonna be starting with Jill Valentine here.
Kiss my ass, bitch.
All right, Kirby. We'll be starting with Jill Valentine, and then we'll do Chris afterwards. But again, as I mentioned before, for the YouTube fam out there, you guys will be able to pick right away which one you want to do. So without further ado, let us begin Resident Evil Classic. Let's go. Let's unzip some pants. Yeah, let's go, dude. We joke about this all the time on Twitch, that every line in this game can somehow be a degree of a sexual innuendo. Yeah, thank you for the warm welcome back, Ish. I appreciate it. Guys, I'm so frustrated. I'm so frustrated. Look at this. Look at this nice camera here, right? This beautiful, this mute. All right. It's not working right now. I am desperately trying to figure out a solution to make this camera work. I've had to actually like take it off of its mount and everything. Like, I'm actually pretty frustrated. Why? I don't know. My capture card, I've tried 2 different capture cards. I've tried like 6 different cables, and it just doesn't pick up what I want to pick up. It's pretty frustrating, but it is what it is.
It was Bravo Team's helicopter. Nobody was in it. But strangely, most of the equipment was still there.
We soon discovered why.
However, we soon discovered why.
Yeah, I've tried so many different cables. I even tried a direct cable into it, and it just doesn't take it. I don't understand. Obviously, this camera works totally fine, and it's a cheaper camera. I'm just trying to figure out why it's doing it. I have no idea what it is. It's unfortunate, but I mean, I'm just gonna have to kind of deal with it for now, unfortunately. I think I'm gonna try the EOS utility, which is actually made by Canon and works with OBS, but I haven't had time to set it up just yet, so. This particular scene can actually get quite gory for it even being like a classic RE game. They had a lot of blood in this scene.
Joseph!
That seems just so far out of order. Just saying, Joseph! Like, I feel like he died way before that.
No!
Don't go! They're all just standing there while they're still being chased by dogs, by the way. They're just like standing there. I don't get it, but it's cool. Was that Brad? Yeah, Brad flew away. No, don't go. Damn.
Chris Redfield. Jill Valentine. Barry Burton. Rebecca Chambers. Wesker. Biohazard.
Biohazard. Yeah, sorry. We're not playing the OG on a PlayStation US version. We're playing the Japanese version, so it's going to say Biohazard. But wait, why is Barry Burton just like chilling? Did we just discover a GIF? I feel like we're getting Barry in GIF form right now. All right. Well, apparently the FMV just decided to completely just not work. Maybe that's why everything seemed out of sync. I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't matter.
What is this? Wow. What a mess.
Yeah, it is on Rebirth, which is quite odd. Like, I enabled the video, so it's kind of strange.
Where's Chris?
Stop it. Don't open that door.
But Chris is.
What is it? Maybe it's
So this version does have door skip, but I'm not going to use it.
Can you go?
I did, Ish. I did. I disabled Japanese, and it still did that.
Okay. Let me handle this.
Let me handle this. Oh yeah, Janes, we are all in on the classic today. Yep, I'm not going to use the door skip. Because the classic way of playing it shouldn't have door skip. I'm not getting thousands of frame rate. There's still a finite number of frames.
What? What is this?
What is it? Blood.
Jill, see if you can find any other clues.
I'll be examining this.
Hope this is not Chris's blood.
I always joke, by the way, that whenever he comes up to the blood, he just like scoops a little bit up on his fingers and goes, "It's blood." Like, motherfucker, why would you do that? Right?
Investigate if you hear any gunfire.
She's like, okay. What's my favorite classic from 1 through 3? 3. Wonder if this one lags. This one's not lagging. Weird. He's Kenneth from Stars Bravo team. Now he's become a mere shadow of his former self. Looks like a picture of this mansion. Nothing unusual. I shot his arm off. It's locked from inside. It's locked. The lockpick to open this door. It's locked from inside.
Barry?
So, by the way, remember, I shot his arm off. I shot that zombie's arm off. Yeah, oh my gosh, his arm regrew. What a miracle. Right? Like, what a miracle. What is it?
Kenneth was killed too. Maybe by this creature.
This back then gives me the heebie-jeebies that kids won't understand anymore, but yeah, oh yeah, for sure, I agree. Gotta report this to Wesker. Will you take the emblem? Yeah, sure, why not? It's the hollow that an emblem was in. It's dark outside and I can't see very far. There's nothing inside. Picture of a beautiful scenery. Ooh, so beautiful. This is really beautiful. How old is Jill? She's like 23, I think.
Help me look for him, Jill. And don't leave this hall for the time being.
There's no time to check it. I've got to search this hall first. I've got to search this hall first. It's dark outside and I can't see shit. I've got to search this hall first. Look at this giant waste of a camera angle right here. Literally nothing there.
Find anything, Jill?
Nothing. What is this all about?
I can't figure it out at all.
Beats me, too.
Now it's Wesker's time to disappear. I don't know what's going on.
Well, it can't be helped. Let's search for him separately. I'll check the dining room again.
Okay.
Yeah, the lighting in this house, in the mansion, like, doesn't make sense given the...
Mansion is gigantic.
Like, there's light sources on the walls, but, like, how is the middle of the room lit, you know?
Okay?
I think there is supposed to be a chandelier there, but I don't think any of the camera angles actually show you that.
If you, the master of unlocking, take it with you.
Did Wesker know Brad would leave? I don't know. He probably had a pretty good reason to think that he would, considering that he was historically known for kind of being a wimp.
Happens, let's meet up in this hall. This time I'll be there.
This time I'll be there. I don't know what's going on. All right, canonically, Jill sandwich is a thing, so we have to go do the Jill sandwich. It is canon. You've used the lockpick. Creepy stuff. Creepy stuff. Isn't there an item there? Maybe I pushed the wrong way. I don't know. I do need to use the knife where applicable. Let's see. Guess not. Creepy stuff. God damn it. God damn it. Got it. Okay. Creepy stuff. Creepy stuff. Hey, there we go. It's so creepy. Handgun bullets. Yay. Every time I open the fridge, creepy stuff. Exactly. It's locked. A carving of armor. How fun. Will you take the green herb? Sure. Why not? Nothing useful. Nothing useful. Like a giant waste of a room, right? Like, I mean, they just had to have a bathroom. That's the only reason for anything. But yes, Jill sandwich is canon, so we'll go ahead and do the Jill sandwich scene there. So, a tapestry, nothing unusual. Will you take the shotgun? Sure. An urn with a beautiful picture, nothing unusual. This is really beautiful. Oh no! It's locked! It's locked! It's locked!
Hey, what's going on?
Jill? Is that you, Jill? What happened?
Barry, help me, please. The door won't open. Quick!
Stay away from the door, Jill. I'm gonna kick this
She
door
goes,
down.
quick!
Hurry!
I'm gonna kick this door down.
Oh, Barry!
Oh, Barry!
That was too close. You were almost a Jill sandwich.
You're right. Barry, thanks for saving my life.
Thanks for saving my ass.
But Barry, didn't you say you're going back to
The
the
dining
dining
room
room
to
to do some research?
Do some research.
Why on earth are you here?
Where have you been?
I just had something I wanted to check. Now, let's get back to searching for the lost captain and Chris, shall we?
The lost captain.
Thank you, Barry.
Captain. Yeah. JJ. Right? Well, all right. You unlocked it. How nice. Wait, is he dead already? Really? Oh. Well, all right then. I guess that's how it works. Cool, man. The title is All Living Things Are Destined to Die. Well, that's morbid. A picture of a newborn baby. Will you press the switch? Always yes, my dude. A picture of an infant. There's a switch. Will you push it? Yes. A picture of a lively boy. There's a switch. Push it. Yes. A picture of a young man. Will you push it? Yes. Picture of a tired middle-aged man. There's a switch. Will you push it? Yes. A picture of a bold-looking old man. There's a switch. Will you push it? Yes. Picture of people mourning for the dead. Press that shit. I mean, they were probably let in. Maybe it's all staged, you know? Could all be staged. Have a nice couple days off. I mean, I was attending a funeral, so I mean, I wouldn't say that they were nice days per se, but I mean, it was... I relaxed for a little bit. It's locked. Carving of a helmet. I was also on the road for the majority of those couple days. I wish I had time to enjoy these pictures. You got plenty of time, Jill. What are you talking about? Will you mix the herbs? Yes! I think I'm gonna drop the shotgun off for now, though. Grab the chemical gardening tools. Nothing useful. Can save with this. Will you save? Oh, is there no ink ribbons in this? I thought that there were ink ribbons. That doesn't make any sense. I guess there's no ink ribbons in this version of the game. That's fine. I don't really care. Ow. Alright, well that works. The doorknob's broken. It's locked. A carving of armor. I don't think the Japanese version has ink ribbons. From the looks of it. Will you take the herb? Yes! It's locked. A carving of a helmet. Wood is put in the stove. A paper is on the wall. But I do not have the lighter. Yo, Lethal, happy birthday, buddy. All right, let's check it out. Nothing uncommon. It's well arranged. Well, that's nice, I guess. It's well arranged. Botany book about medicinal herbs. Yeah, I'm on the PC Japanese version. As you know, there are many plants that have medicinal effects. Since ancient times, humans have been healing wounds and diseases using various plants. In this book, we're going to sample 3 herbs that grow around the Raccoon Mountains and give their outlines as examples of those plants with medical properties. Each herb has different colors and different effects as medical plants. The green one recovers physical strength. The blue one neutralizes natural toxins, while the red herb does not have any effect by itself. The red herb is only effective when it is mixed with other herbs. For example, if you mix this herb with the herb that recovers physical strength, the recovery effect will be tripled. By adjusting the amount and experimenting with these 3 herbs, you can create various kinds of medicines. But I'll leave the details in your hands because that's the best way to acquire true knowledge. Nothing uncommon. Nothing uncommon. I love how the doorknob's broken, but like it still lets you like come through here. Doesn't make any damn sense, but whatever. Like the doorknob's still broken, right? But like you unlocked it. I don't know how that makes sense, but whatevs. I feel like there's not really a need for that door to be locked. It's locked. A carving of armor. Ah, shit. Oh! It's locked. A carving of armor.
Barry!
Jill, what's going on?
Any clues?
No, but something's wrong with this house.
Whoa. This hall is dangerous. Maybe it's better to secure our escape route first. There must be a back door somewhere. Let's try to find it first, shall we?
Okay, let's separate again.
Just a moment.
I found something.
What is it?
2 new airsoft weapons. Nice.
Weapon,
It's really powerful.
especially against living.
Did you get it
things.
from Barry Lethal?
Better take it with you.
But how about you, Barry?
I have this. Yo, when he says
I'll
that
take
in
this
fucking
then.
Revelations 2, I think everybody lost their shit. You got the acid rounds. Barry was nice to give you those. Any clues? I hope this blood isn't from my teammates. You got an AR and a 9mm pistol? Nice. 9mm BB. Take the grenade launcher. It's Forrest! Oh my god! He's been pecked to death by crows. I've been doing more than just the trilogy, Lethal. I've been doing everything. We have played every major game in the franchise with the exception of the classics. But like I substituted like during the actual like Road to Village main content, I substituted the classics for the remakes because I think any future like installations that are going to be referencing the events of Raccoon City, I think at this point they're probably going to go by the remakes rather than the originals. So am I going to play RE4 VR at some point? I don't know. I'm not sure yet. I don't have a Quest 2, so part of that is an issue. But if I can get my hands on one, I'd be interested. Okay, cool. He just falls over. Ooh. Right. It's locked. A carving of a helmet. A numeric key panel. You don't know the pass number. Rip, dude. Yeah, Lethal. I'm pumped for Village, but yeah, enjoy your break, buddy. I'm gonna stop by the save room real quick. Vitamins and serums. Vitamins and minerals. I'm just kidding. Cool. I'm gonna drop those off. Soundtrack reminds me of the RE4 merchant areas. It does kind of sound like that. Oh! Oh! Get him, dude. Oh, hello. Forgot about you. It's locked. A carving of armor. Why is that not surprising, right? There's so many rooms in the OG mansion that just don't have windows in them. You guys notice that? Like, there's so many more windows in the remake mansion by comparison. There's no goddamn windows in the classic version. And RE2, where's the toilet? Yeah, where's the shitter, right? The good news is that there are herbs here, which I definitely need, given the current health crisis that has befallen young Jill Valentine here. We're gonna take all the herbs. Oops. Will you take the mansion key? Oh, yes. The Gilles sandwich. Do I have ammo? Yes, I do. Oh! Get him, dude! Alright, well, I know that room doesn't really have anything of use for me right now. I think what I'm gonna do, though, is mix these two. Just so we're good there, and then... I guess the lockpick opens that door. That works. Oh, nice. Some ammo. Definitely need some handgun rounds for sure. Nothing special. Nothing special. Oh, shit! Oh! Get him, dude. Will you take the shotgun shells? Of course. Keeper's Diary. May 9th, 1998. At night, we played poker with Scott the Guard, Elias, and Steve the Researcher. Steve was really lucky, but I think he was cheating. What a scumbag, dude. May 10th, 1998. Today, a high-ranking researcher asked me to take care of a new monster. Looks like a gorilla without any skin. They told me to feed them live food. When I threw in a pig, they were playing with it, tearing off the pig's legs and pulling out the guts before they actually ate it. May 11th, 1998. Around 5 o'clock this morning, Scott came in and woke me up suddenly. He was wearing a protection suit that looks like a spacesuit. He told me to put one on as well. I heard there was an accident in the basement lab. It's no wonder. Those researchers never rest, even at night. May 12th, 1998. I've been wearing this spacesuit, annoying spacesuit, since yesterday. My skin grows musty and feels very itchy. By way of revenge, I didn't feed those dogs today. Now I feel better. May 13th, 1998. I went to the medical room because my back is all swollen and feels itchy. They put a big bandage on my back and the doctor told me I did not need to wear the spacesuit anymore. Guess I can sleep well tonight. May 14th, 1998. When I woke up this morning, I found another blister on my foot. It was annoying and ended up dragging my foot as I went to the dog's pen. They have been quiet since morning, which is very unusual. I found that some of them had escaped. I'll be in real trouble if the higher-ups find out. May 15th, 1998. Even though I didn't feel well, I decided to go see Nancy. It's my first day off in a long time, but I stopped by the guard on the way out. They say the company has ordered that no one leave the grounds. I can't even make a phone call. What kind of joke is this? May 16th. I heard a researcher who tried to escape from this mansion was shot last night. My entire body feels burning and itchy at night. When I was scratching the swelling on my arm, a lump of rotten flesh dropped off. What the hell is happening to me? May 19th, 1998. Fever gone but itchy, hungry and eat doggy food. Itchy Scott came. Ugly face, so killed him. Tasty. For itchy. Tasty. Itchy Scott. You unlocked it. No way, dude. I unlocked that all by myself? He's Kenneth. A mere shadow of his former self. I think on the director's cut, it's ominously quiet outside. I think on the director's cut, he has handgun ammo. If I remember right. You have used the lockpick. Master of unlocking. Yo, give me a scotch, my dude. A fine grand piano. Will you take the music? Yes! The title is Moonlight Sonata. It's Moonlight Sonata. Oh shit! A secret passage. Will you take the gold emblem? Maybe. It's the hollow that the emblem was in. There's a scratch. Someone may have used it. Oh, wow. One scratch. Okay. I wonder if the other one also has a scratch on it. Let's see. Oh! It's got a scratch, my dude. All right. It's not running anymore. Picture of a woman. Will you take the mansion key? Dinner utensils. I'm gonna run back to the save room because my inventory is quite full, if I may say so myself. Actually, you know what I gotta do first, though? Let me drop the blue gem in first, because there is a crest waiting for me. It shines so beautifully. This is really beautiful. And I think I'll probably drop off the grenade launcher. I've actually been sort of entertaining the idea of actually taking the shotgun with me from here on out. Jill doesn't really benefit as much from the shotgun because she has the grenade launcher, so I'm kind of like... The mansion key. So I'm kind of like... just tempted to bring that with me. Alright. Yeah, let's do this. Oh, shit, I didn't mean to do that. Let me swap the shotgun and grenade launcher. I'll move the crests up here. The grenade gun. That's exciting. There, that should be good. And honestly, I probably don't even need the handgun since I'm bringing the shotgun with me for now either. Because one shotgun shell will kill a zombie, so I think I'm stocked for a little while there, and I think I'm also going to find more shotgun shells as I continue to scrounge here, and having the extra inventory space is only going to help me. Here's the broken shotgun. I'm going to take it just because, you know, why not, but some more handgun ammo, which will come in handy later when the time's right. Desk is locked. Will you use the lockpick? Yes! Hey, shotgun shells. Very nice. All right, we're good. Yo, Sam, what is up, buddy? I do like Classic RE. Classic RE is dope. But the remakes, I think, are better. Generally. Generally speaking. Not on every situation, but RE1 and 2 remake were pretty damn good. All right. Oh, whoops. Sure, that's a way to do it. Okay. Yeah, let's start opening up some armor key doors here. I think the best way to go is probably this way, because I gotta go help my guy Richard over here. And we've just been cleaning house with any zombies that we see. think. There might be one or two other doors besides these ones. The mansion key. Heavy-looking suits of armor. Oh, I gotta say, Hayes, you're pretty good. No, you're pretty good. Something can be seen in the showcase. There's a switch. Will you press? Yes! Will you take the sun crest? I think I will. I think I will. I don't remember if the door over here was helmet or armor. I know it changes in the remake, or I'm pretty sure it changes. Cool. Let's go in here. Yo, definitely. What's up, buddy? Sure you get this a lot, but thoughts on the next remake, RE4, Code Veronica, RE1 again? I mean, I think the next remake we're gonna get's probably gonna be RE4. For obvious reasons. I mean, Village in and of itself is gonna be conveniently creating a lot of assets. But while I would love to see another remake of RE1 and a Code Veronica remake, I personally think that they should focus on adding new titles rather than just remaking a bunch of stuff. Can never be enough RE1 remakes. Basically. Researchers will. My dear Alma, the fact that you have received this letter is both a joy and sadness for me. I cannot even talk to you because of that guy in the sunglasses. Alma, be calm and read this. I think I have told you that I moved to a pharmaceutical company's lab. They headhunted me. Last month, there was an accident in the lab and the virus we were studying escaped. All my colleagues who were infected by the virus are dead. To be accurate, they've become the living dead. They still wander around. Some of them are knocking on my room door desperately right now, but there's no sign of intelligence in their eyes. That cursed virus takes away all humanity from the human brain. Love, joy, sorrow, fear, humor, eternally. And Alma, even the memories of the days I spent with you. Yes, I'm infected. I did everything I could, but I could only delay the progress by a few days. The most frightening thing is that I forget more about you by the day. So I chose a peaceful death rather than becoming the living dead. Within an hour, I'll have entered my eternal sleep. I do hope you'll understand my decision. Goodbye, and forever yours, Martin Crackhorn. It's well arranged. It seems someone has searched here already. It appears to be a switch. Will you push it? She's like, wait, fuck? Oh, shit. Oh, I wonder what's in here. I can't carry any more items. Well, shit. I'm gonna just run to the item box. actually. I know I have a green herb in here. Let me combine those. Cool. Okay, I kind of want to keep... Oops. Shit. I kind of want to keep the... shotgun on me, but I definitely appreciate having some extra handgun ammo. So, let's see, we've got the lighter. I am going to need to keep the lighter on me as well, but having 3 extra inventory spaces works for me. Yo, Iridium, what's up, buddy? All right. Yeah, definitely. I actually heard that Village was not intended to be an RE4 remake, but was supposed to be Revelations 3. But, I mean, I think at this point, until actual interviews come out, like, after Village is released, I would bet that we'll find out a little bit more about that down the road. As far as, like, what their actual intentions were earlier on. I do feel like Revelations 3 will still happen eventually, though. I'm holding out hope, anyway. Holding out hope. Hell yeah, gotta love the classics. I mean, I wouldn't say gotta, but... Village doesn't suit to be a Rev 3. I mean, yeah, maybe in the way that we've seen it, but who knows what their ideas were before they turned it into what it is now. You know what I mean? Like they could have done anything at this point. Like, we just don't really know. Like, who knows? Maybe like the castle setting would have been like, because I feel like maybe not the village environment, but I feel like the castle could have suited a Revelations 3. And I wonder if maybe, you know, as they started building things out, they were just like, well, maybe this... Like, what I would say is that maybe it started out one way and then, you know, kind of like how, like, when sometimes people, like, draw stuff or, like, they're writing a novel and it starts turning out differently than they initially, like, had expected it, then they start to kind of revisit what their initial intentions are with it. I think that's probably what happened, regardless of whether it was supposed to be RE4 remake or whether it was supposed to be Rev 3. I bet you that it started off as one vision and then it turned into something else. But apparently they've been working on Village since before RE2 remake. So, like, apparently, like, what Definitely saying is that it started before RE7 release, which sounds about right. I would guess that they probably started Village within the last couple months of 7 being done. Like, my guess would be, like, as they were, like, in crunch time for RE7, they probably were bouncing ideas around for Village at that time already. That would just be my guess. Obviously, I don't know, but... How do I feel about Ethan as a mainline character? I mean, I definitely think that the
Richard,
Village demo
what
has
happened?
given him more depth as a character compared to his RE7 appearance.
This house is dangerous. There are terrible demons. Ouch!
Ouch!
You're wounded. What kind of demon attacked
I
you?
will say,
It was a
he was basically just a fuckboy.
also poisonous.
He was basically just a fuckboy in
Richard,
RE7.
Hold on.
There is serum.
But
Oh no. I should have brought some with me.
I do think he's going to have a lot more depth in
I'll go
7.
and get it.
Like, he'll be a lot more relatable character. I feel like a lot of times what developers do, though, is they try to create a character that you can kind of put yourselves in their shoes, kind of, right? But I feel like with Ethan, what they tried to do was just make this like boring everyday guy to create the sense of horror, which I think that they succeeded in the actual creation of the horror vibe. But what they failed at was that because he's just like an everyday normal dude, he's just like super unrelatable because he's just like, they didn't like give him any depth at all. Like, I feel like they could have done a little bit better with his development and still kept him, like, relatable. But, like, you don't really know anything about Ethan. Like, and the fact that they just don't give you any details about him at all just makes him lack depth that much more as a result. Will you take the serum? Yes. Yes. Felt Mia got a better character than him. Oh yeah, I think Mia has a lot more. There's a lot more to Mia than Ethan for sure. Which is going to be interesting because presumably, based off of the trailers that we've seen for Village, Mia is, despite the fact that supposedly Chris kills her, I mean, that's what we saw in the very first trailer, I still get the feeling she's going to be a very major part of the game, despite the fact that she supposedly dies at the hands of Chris. But, I mean, who knows, like, how true to everything those trailer, you know, excerpts are. I mean, I'm sure that scene is in game, but I wonder how it actually pertains to the plot in the bigger picture. Legit had like 10 lines. Yeah, basically. And like literally one of those 10 lines is,
Hold on.
Daddy?
I'll give you a shot now.
Jill, here's my radio.
It's already plot logic, anything's possible. Yeah, like I feel like there's a reason why that, like, because like obviously like Chris killing Mia is kind of a big deal, I feel like. But they showed it in the first trailer, and I feel like it's such a major plot point that, like, I feel like there's some obscurity to it. Richard is dead. Shit! We couldn't save him. Secretly evil clone of Mia was the one shot. I don't know. I don't know about, like, an evil clone per se, but I definitely suspect some sort of like RE7 tie-in will have something to do with everything in the long run. Take the handgun bullets. A candle. The candle is lit. I imagine she and Ethan still have regenerative abilities from 7. See, I feel like maybe it could be that, but like I also feel like she probably is dead, but I just am curious as to why they would show something so major in a trailer. You know what I mean? Like generally trailers are supposed to kind of give you the teaser of like yo, I want more, and like Mia just getting shot in the face repeatedly is just so strange, you know? Use the mansion key, aka shield key. Like, it's just strange, I feel. Like, I mean, obviously he probably kills her, and this is why I'm assuming there's probably a major RE7 tie-in. Books and gadgetry, nothing useful. Is that I'm assuming she's probably still infected with something, and that because it's a liability, he had to do what he had to do. But I'm sure we'll get all the answers that we're looking for. God, I'm just wasting ammo here. dead. Grab that crest. The hole where that snake came out of. Oh, there's shotgun shells here. I'm telling you right now, I bet you RE7 Chris is Hunk. I'm calling it. Calling it right now. I don't think it's the same Chris. I think Hunk is impersonating Chris Redfield. And we actually got a glimpse at Hunk for the first time. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Calling it right now, dudes. But Barry? Imposter Chris. Hey. Redfield, right? I'm actually gonna stand up again. Playing this game for so long, you're brain dead. Could not figure out how to open the door with the spider web. Oh, damn.
Barry?
See Hunk without his gas mask in one of the original RE3 epilogues. Gosh, we played a game where it happened. Fourth Survivor in Umbrella Chronicles. It's like in the reflection of something. Like he's like looking down at his helmet or something and you see his reflection. His unknown evil twin brother. Maybe. Mr. Death. Oh shit, hold on. Let me I'm trying to think. Thought Tofu was Hunk. Yep, Hunk's actually just a block of tofu. Alright, I'm actually gonna go ahead and make the call now to switch over to this. I don't need this anymore, for the time being anyway. And I'm going to rehome these acid rounds as well. C-virus clone? I mean, it might be before all that, but I don't know. I mean, it definitely is before all that. I don't know. I don't know. There's just some of my theories. I'm not hard set on anything yet, but it's just some of the theories that I have. Just bear with me, all right? Yeah, I'm gonna go for the handgun. Because although I appreciate the shoddy, I also want to try to conserve some ammo for endgame stuff, like hunters. I don't want to be fighting a hunter with a fucking pistol. And I've killed, like, everything in the mansion. With very rare exceptions. Trying to ignore or work around the crazy lore of RE6 at this point. I mean, it wouldn't be that surprising. RE6 was a nightmare, lore-wise. You have used the mansion key. Let's go. An object of art. Nothing special. Bullets! Various things. Various things. Various things. Oh, hello. Oh. 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 Various things. The desk is locked. Let's use that lockpick, my dude. The shoddy shells. Okay, okay. I think I can throw down with some shoddy shells here. Oh. Nothing major. Nothing major. All right, so we have 2. You don't have the key for this room. Well, shit. All right. So 2 green herbs in this room. Nothing special. How do I feel about the Silent Hill games? I like them, but I don't like them as much as I like Resident Evil. I'm not like hooked on the franchise in the same way. A beautiful woman. A chubby woman. A beautiful scenery. An oil painting. A woman drawing water. Take water. Oh. Wow, and there's not even anything back here, dude. Various pictures. Okay. There's not even shit back here, my dude. What a scam. It's probably, it probably would be ink ribbons. Yeah, I mean, Konami hasn't even really made games. Like, I haven't seen any, like, major Konami titles in some time. The mansion key. Discard that shit. Oops. Gosh, 6 herbs out here? Good lord. All right. I'm gonna run to the save room and then come back. There's no zombies. They're all just chilling. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna drop shotgun shells. And then I'll go through and drop the crests, and then I'll probably just double back for the health. It's kind of what I was thinking anyway. Because yeah, there's like there's like 8 herbs. It's actually kind of ridiculous. Yay! Crests are placed in all the hollows. Actually, you know what? I'll just leave that health there. I don't mind. I gotta come back there anyway after the residence, and I have plenty of resources right now, so nothing unusual. The crank. An old barrel. All right. Yeah, because see, look at all this shit too. Like, there's so much health. I'm going to end this game with, like, probably way more health than I need. Konami's made a few Silent Hill pachinko machines. Yeah, same thing with fucking Metal Gear Solid. Just ruining that franchise one slot machine at a time.
This is Brad. Stars Alpha Team. Please respond. What the hell? Nobody out there?
Brad.
What the hell?
This is Jill.
This is Brad. Stars Alpha Team.
This is Brad.
Bravo Team. It doesn't matter. Anybody answer me.
Jill to Brad.
Brad.
Comm radio. The battery is still charged. Except it's broken, dude. What a shitty time for a microphone to get damaged, you know? Yes, take the map. A winch for the elevator. The elevator's down. Well, isn't that just nice? Crazy we're even getting an RE Renaissance. There's a square hole. Huh, I wonder what this is for. After 6 series seemed on its way out. I mean, the thing is, like, 6 made money, but what you got to be careful about as a game developer is just because a game doesn't make money just because a game makes money doesn't make it a good game. And I think far too often that's what happens. Is they're like, "Oh, this game made money. Let's make another game just like it." And it ends up not doing as well because people want something either A, different, or B, it just isn't the right direction to go. Like, I think one more like action-y entry to an RE like franchise is probably fine. But I think when you start making every game just like super heavy on action, it just gets old really fast. Especially when the game is known for the horror. The water is running from an upper passage. There's something in the back. The battery is pulled out. I've got to get power to the elevator. Oh, shit. Here we go. Not a lot of people like horror games. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not that not a lot of people like it. It's just that when you invest a lot of money in a horror game, right? A lot of people like horror games, but not as many. There's not as many people that like horror games as that like action games. So therefore, when you give a horror game the same budget as an action game, and you know you're not going to sell as many copies because it's not an action game, it becomes tempting to throw action components in to draw that audience, but it's not worth it in a lot of ways, because here's the thing, like, Resident Evil doesn't need to have these like way over the top budgets. Like, and honestly, I think in some cases it actually hurts them more than it helps them. Reason I say that is because while I like the atmosphere and dynamic of RE2 Remake just as much as the next person, I also feel like you can still have a great Resident Evil game without all of that like added production value. And production costs, you know, much less. They probably save a lot of money now that they have their own engine. Oh yeah, very true. Oh yeah, they're probably saving a shitload of money with their own engine. Grab the fast. Nothing special. I will probably come back here. I'm gonna bring the shotgun, but only because I have minimal ammo reserves. Sometimes low budget is more terrifying. The low poly zombies, the originals are still creepy as hell. I mean, oh shit, I didn't mean to door skip there. That was my bad. Let's do it this way. Oh! Adam done. Nothing unusual. I mean, I just feel like there's definitely ways to save money and still get an experience. The thing is, like, what I feel like they're doing, though, is they're bringing enough action in, offsetting the horror, and it actually causes... Yeah, I figured I'd be picking up shotgun shells here sooner or later. And it actually causes some of the horror components to actually dry out. Or, like, it's just not as effective. You know what I mean? The bathtub is filled with muddy water. Will you unplug it? Yes! Yes, I will take the control room key. Nothing major in the shitter. Yeah, there's got to be something in the shitter, dude. You know? Nothing special. But yeah, basically moral of the story, though, is I feel like sometimes the action components get added because they want to be able to maintain their budgets and sell enough copies to justify that budget. You know what I mean? And I feel like it's difficult to have a game like RE2 Remake, right? It's difficult to have that kind of game, like of that caliber, without any sort of action component, because you'll end up not selling enough copies to pay for the game, you know? Like, that's basically the issue. Because if there's no action, then people won't buy it that are, like, action fans. Like, they might put up with a little horror for a good action game, you know? A 6-ball. A 3-ball. Looks like a clock dial. Some kind of a code. A 9. It's broken. Well, shit. Yo, I wanted that pinball machine, my dude. Yo, give me some scotch from the bar, my dude. Hey, Slog, what's up, buddy? I'm doing well. How are you? Platypus. This is Snake. I've just encountered a wild platypus here in the mansion. Should I dispose of it? No. You say this platypus is pretty good? Well, I'll just have to take your word for it then. Just want this next week to go by fast. Yeah, dude. I hear ya. For sure. There's a panel with number keys. Will you push the keys? Yes. I'm gonna brute force it. Cool, that worked. It's open. Get him, dude. Like some kind of code. Something is written on the wall. 1 + 2 = 3. 3 + 4 = 7. 2 + 4 = 6. 6 + 7 = 13. 13 + 3 = 16. Will you take the empty bottle? Yes. Something's written on the wall. Water equals 1. Red equals 2. Purple equals 3. Green equals 4. Water, water, water. Well, all right. Will you put water in the empty bottle? Sure. You got the water. I don't think I can actually do this until after I make the V, or after I read the file for the V-Jolt. Shoot. That means I'm gonna have to double back. I probably shouldn't have picked that up, but whatever. I don't think you can pick up the different stuff until after you read the file, which is shitty, but whatever. You have to, like, know what you're doing, apparently. Cool. Shotgun shells. Cool. That'll give us enough room for the key and all the shit downstairs. Hey, Eddie, what's up, buddy? How have you been? Will you take the key? Yes. Oh. It's locked. Plate says 003. It won't move at all. Seems to be obstructed from the other side. Run away! All right. Well, this is the way to do it. I'm probably just going to combine this into like a triple. You have used the guardhouse key. Been fine until recently. How have you been? I've been okay. I recently transitioned to full-time streaming within the last few weeks. And I've been pretty much streaming every day since I've moved into my new house. However, I had to take a couple days off the last few days because I had a death in the family. So I had to travel out of town for about a day and a half, but I didn't get back until so late yesterday that I just needed to get to bed. Let's use that lockpick. Here we go. Ooh, shotty shells. Nice. Plant 42 report. 4 days have passed since the accident, and the plant at point 42 is growing amazingly fast. It has been affected by the T-virus differently than other plants have been and shows unique shape in addition to its size. Looking at the way it behaves, it is now difficult to determine what type of plant it was originally. There are two ways in which plant 42 gathers nutrition. The first one is through its root that reaches into the basement. Immediately after the accident, a scientist went mad and broke the water tank in the basement. Now the basement is filled with water. It is easily imaginable that some chemical elements were blended in the water that it promotes the incredibly fast growth of Plant 42. Another part of Plant 42 from the basement grows through the duct and hangs down like so many bulbs from the ceiling of the first floor. Many vines come out of those bulbs, and they are the second resource for its nutrition. Once sensing movement, Plant 42 shoots its vines around the prey and holds it. Then starts sucking up blood, using the suckers located at the back of its vine. It also has some intelligence. It blocks the door by twining its vines around it, especially when it captures prey or is sleeping. Several staff members have already fallen victim to this. May 21st, Henry Sarton. A dormitory sketch. Will you take it? Yes. Yeah, it's funny because the outbreak had already happened. Like, there's already zombies, like, running around the premises, and these guys are still, like, collecting data on Plant 42 like nothing happened. They're like, oh, yeah, we're stranded here. The corridors are full of fucking zombies. But we got some cool data that we thought you might want to know about. Follow Hazeblade. Sub on YouTube. Umbrella's employees are dedicated. Yeah, dude. Yes, they are. Hey, there it is. Yo, Albert. With the follow. Follow Hazeblade. Follow Hazeblade. Sub on YouTube. Right? Road to Village. 1 week away. Follow Hazeblade, sub on YouTube, Road to Village. It's only 1 week away. It's so hype. Early access, right? May the 6th, if I get it. Sorry, I'm getting carried away. Getting a little carried away there. I'm gonna just use the herbs here. Because A, I have an overabundance of health. Oh, I can't use that right now. That's okay. Let me do this. And I will miraculously free up inventory space. Don't you worry. You have used the control room key. So there's one. Being eaten by zombies while they calmly collect already proven data. I mean, basically, right? There's a lever. Will you move it? Sure. Let's do that. By the way, guys, sorry I didn't stream a little earlier in the day. I know I posted on Twitter yesterday to let you guys know that my grandparents were coming over. But I also had some yard work to do. There was a sound from the room next door. Yeah, I had a few things I had to do outside. A, the grass desperately needed cut. Ooh, there's a large water tank. I love how it like hops over and then dies. Because, you know, that makes sense. Yeah. Yo, Hayes, I need a smoke. Pause the stream 5 minutes. Yo, you pause the stream for 5 minutes. And then you can watch the VOD. right? That's one way to do it. Or just watch the stream on like triple speed for a few minutes and then catch up. They're all wet and useless. It's useless, bruh. All right, the good news is that I do have enough inventory space to pick up these shotgun shells. Yo, I got a super dope idea for you, Frankie. Throw the mother freaking blade on your mother freaking phone, and then you can watch while you're out having a smoke. They're all wet and useless, dude. Follow Hayes Blade, road to village. Next week, gonna be lit. Least favorite RE game to run? I mean, from a speedrun standpoint, my answers would definitely change from just like a casual run standpoint. RE3 is my favorite game in the franchise. RE3 Classic. Least favorite is probably, ironically enough, RE3 Remake, but at the same time, not really, because I really don't like RE6. So, how much playtime will Village offer? I don't think any reviews have come in about that. Like, I actually think the review embargo hasn't even been lifted yet. I bet you it'll probably be at least 10 hours, but I mean, that would still even be short for... Like, I still keep finding myself going back and forth on length and stuff like that, on how long it could be. Because considering that the game is coming out at the very beginning of a new console generation, generally you would expect the game to be pretty short. But at the same time, dust collects inside. The bath towel's dirty. At the same time, though, nothing special. It's been in development for a long time. Nothing major about this washstand. Like when you play the demos, like it seems like there's a lot of content in the game. So it's still like, I feel like it's still kind of hard to say. A row of red books. There's one white book. Will you take it? V-Jolt report. How long does it take usually before speedruns roll in? Well, generally the boards don't go live until 2 weeks after. But with that being said, usually people will start running it like day one. Like they'll beat the game and then they'll immediately start speedrunning it. As I stated in the last report, there are some common features found in the cells of the plant infected by the Tyrant virus. We also have found another interesting fact through some experiments. We found an element that destroys these plant cells rapidly in UMB number 16, one of the series of UMB chemicals that we used for that experiment. We named this UMB number 16 as V-Jolt. In our calculation, it will take less than 5 seconds to destroy plant 42 if we put the V-Jolt directly on the root. You need to mix some of the UMB series chemicals in a specific order to create V-Jolt, but the UMB series chemicals may generate a poisonous gas which is harmful to the human body. Extreme caution should be taken when handling these chemicals. Following are the types of UMB series chemicals and their brief characteristics. UMB number 2, red. NP number 3, purple. Number 4, green. Yellow 6, yellow. Number 7, white. Number 13, blue, stimulating smell. V-Jolt number 16, brown. File that shit. Now a book is missing. Well, how convenient. How did I even get into speedrunning? It initially started by me thinking that I would be the most legendary Dark Souls 3 player of all time, and then that quickly crashed and burned, and I found Resident Evil speedrunning. That's like the long story short version. But it started with me wanting to get to level 802, which is the max level in Dark Souls 3. And I wanted to do it without cheating. And it kind of required me to learn how to speedrun the game, so to speak. And I learned very quickly that I'm not a good Dark Souls speedrunner. But through learning more or less how to speedrun it, I also kind of learned that I enjoyed speedrunning, and I ended up doing Resident Evil instead. Alright, I need these bottles. I mean, you really have to be into a game for speedrunning? I mean, yeah, that's kind of the idea. Like, I'll tell you right now, people will not be able to stick with a game from a speedrunning standpoint that they don't enjoy, like, genuinely. Like, it's just hard to do that.
They must have sniffed us out. They know we're here.
V-Jolt's in this room.
Calm down.
Well, not this room, but the next room. Hey, Saldrick, appreciate the raid. Welcome in, everybody, from Saldrick's stream. My name is Hazeblade, professional Resident Evil speedrunner, but we are doing a colossal marathon. Where we've basically played through the entire franchise, but we're going back through because we did not do the classics. We did the remakes in our first pass, so... Alright, let's see. 2. That gets you yellow 6. Alright, let's see. Water's 1, red's 2, purple is 3, green is 4. And then 3 plus 4 is 7. So make a 3 and then a 7 plus the 6. So 1 plus 2 is 3. And then get the 4. Seven. 13. And then I think it's just 13 plus 3. Yep, 13 plus 3. Cool. So we're going to grab UMB number 2. Boom. And then it'll be 3. V-Jolt! Hey! Now I can destroy that Ivy monster. So is there a chance someone might get Village before the official date? Well, I know that there's already some retailers that released the game early, and they're probably going to end up getting put out of business because of what the penalties are for breaking the embargo on that shit. But you can formally apply for early access, which I did, so there is a chance that I'll be streaming it on Thursday instead of Friday. But it entirely depends on what the embargo rules are. Generally, the embargo lifts like the day before. Hate glitch runs. Yeah, glitch runs are kind of hit and miss. I personally think the RE2 glitch run is kind of interesting. Even though you're like going out of bounds and skipping like half the game, I do find it interesting. Looks like a plant root. Get him! It's withered. There's a bag here, nothing useful inside. Speedrun on IGN with the devs reacting was epic. It was pretty cool. I'm definitely like super lucky to have been chosen for that. Which is funny because people ask me all the time if I knew about it, and like obviously I knew about it because I had to ask for permission to use my content, but I mean technically they didn't because it was under fair use, but like IGN is still relatively like formal about that sort of thing. So like they'll still ask, you know. Oh! Yeah, it's still up on IGN. It's locked again. The door won't open. Well, shit! I did it pistol only, my dudes. I did this in the RE1 remake playthrough where I went back and checked this. I think Wesker traps you in here. I'm pretty sure. Because this door locks. And that bookcase comes back. I wonder if Wesker does it to try to trap you in there and kill you. Some leaked dev videos of the game out there. Yeah, I've been trying to be super careful about my time on Twitter because I know that's usually like Capcom's been cracking down on it a lot more lately, but I just don't want to run the risk. So whenever I'm on Twitter, it's like basically just to post and then I leave.
Where on earth have you been? You disappeared from the hall all of a sudden.
I'm sorry, but I have my reasons. Perhaps you guys have met them? It was all I could do to protect myself against
Now where have you been?
strange creatures.
Is that right? Anyway, it's good to see you're safe.
Jill, our first priority is to get out of here.
Yes, you're right.
Now, there are a lot of rooms in that mansion that we can't get into because they're locked up. I have been looking around for clues.
Okay, I'll go to the other house and see if I can find
Find
any.
Will
clues.
you do that? I'm counting.
Here's a clue. Unzips pants, right? Oh. Oh. Right. Yeah, I'm trying to hold off as long as possible on any kind of like followers only or sub only chat or anything like that. I'm gonna try to wait until the day before to turn that on, but it just depends on how people behave. I got shotgun shells around here. Here we go. Be good, chat. Yep. Now somebody suggested turning on sub only, which like I have very like specific thoughts about sub only. Like I don't like sub only chat because I don't want people to feel like they have to pay, like basically pay me to talk to me. Like I don't really like that idea. But at the same time, like if it's something that we can use to prevent people from posting spoilers, like it really just kind of depends. I mean, I personally prefer follower only chat, but I also feel like sub only is a better deterrent than followers only. Here's a spoiler, unzips pants. Yep. I need to get a zipper emote. I need to get a zipper emote. We have to. Follower only with a timer could be an effective option, since most trolls won't wait the timer. Yeah, but what they can do is follow and then come back a few hours later, like after the timer's up. And that's why, like I said, like sub only is a better deterrent, but like I said, generally, like I don't like people feeling like they have to pay for my content to talk to me. Like it just that just doesn't really sit that well with me, but people were pretty good with RE3. I think I only had to ban like 3 people for RE3. It wasn't that bad. Oh, hey, bud. Ow. Jerk. 1 week follow time. I don't know if I'd go a week, but I mean, most people won't watch anyway if they plan on playing the games themselves or don't want spoilers. Yeah, I mean, I see it from that perspective. Like I said, I mean, I hear it 100%. Like, again, I just don't want people to feel like they can't talk if they're not subbed. Like there's people that aren't subbed that like still want to come and hang out, and I just don't want them to feel like they're being excluded. How about have mods delete spoilers? Put some bullets in the back room. Use them in case of trouble. Barry. But then like the mods have to deal with spoilers too. You know what I mean? Like I mean, I do tell my mods that you kind of have to be okay with like things getting spoiled. Isn't there a middle solution? I mean, the middle solution is basically followers only mode. I mean, that is more or less the middle. A view time requirement would be better than a follow. Yeah, but I don't know if I can do that though. I don't know if that's even a thing. I might look at my chat bot and see if that's something that's an option though. My chat bot might support it. I can definitely look into it. I'm tempted to grab the grenade launcher. I mean, I have so much ammo at this point, like it's actually stupid. Let me grab the grenade launcher, and I already have acid rounds. There's explosive though, I'll take that. And then I'll actually leave the shotgun for now. Tough situation. Early access just promotes people trying to spoil everything. Wish it wasn't a thing. But it is, yeah. I don't know why people feel compelled to spoil shit. Because they're assholes. I mean, it's... I feel like it's a relatively simple concept, but... Some people just like want to watch the world burn, you know? You have used the mansion key. I got 3 more hours till the demo. I thought it went live here at the top of the hour. Maybe I'm wrong, but a hole opens in the fireplace. Nice. Got him. It's too dark to see anything.
Jill, have you found anything interesting?
Yes, but I can't see very well.
How about going down to check by yourself? I have a rope here.
I have a rope here.
Oh, do you? Well, then I'll try to go down using the rope.
Wait.
No shit.
Hey, what's going on?
Now I've done it. Sorry, Jill. Wait. I'll go and get another rope.
Barry?
Wait.
Barry?
There's a switch below. Will you push it? I have a rope here.
Are you there, Jill? Grab the rope.
Grab the rope!
I'm sorry, Jill.
I didn't know that was going to happen.
Sorry. I was really careless.
Are you okay, Barry? Maybe you're getting tired.
No, I'm all right. Don't worry. Jill, I found something.
I found something. Pass number. Pass number has been filed.
Thank you. I'll take this then.
Grab the rope! There's a rope. Will you descend it? Nah. I got the pass number, you know? R1 looks clean. Is that a mod? Yeah, I'm using the Rebirth mod to upscale the resolution. A little super sampling. Grab the rope! Oh! Get him, dude! Ooh, that's dangerous. Okay. Some din-din. Okay. Let's go this way. Oh! Oh, hello. Dude, the grenade launcher's so fucking good in this game. If there's one thing you could change about RE1, what would it be? I mean, are we talking remake or are we talking OG? Because I feel like it depends. OG, a rocking chair. That's a good question. I'd have to think about it. Orders. Top secret. July 22nd, 1998. 2:13. To the head of the security department. X day is approaching. Complete the following orders within the week. 1. Lure the members of STARS into the lab and have them fight with the BOW in order to obtain data of actual battles. Number 2. Collect 2 embryos per BOW type, making sure to include all species except for Tyrant. 3. Destroy the Arclay lab, including all researchers and lab animals, in a manner which will seem accidental. White umbrella. Ooh, some magnum rounds. Oh, shit. Will you take the shotgun shells? Of course. Nothing useful. There's a switch. Push the switch. Try and take out the eyeball. I mean, I would say I would fix the dialogue, but I'm trying to think of something that, like, the remake didn't fix.
Thank you for following Hazeblade.
Like, that's the only thing is, like anything I would think about that I feel like I would add to this game, I would probably just go ahead and, like the remake's already done it, you know what I mean? Is it possible to make this game more Tetris-like? I don't know, man. Some tigers have a red eye and a blue eye. It's shining. Yeah, it's a beauty, dude. Oh shit, what is it? Oh! The Colt Python. I have this, right? Oh yeah, Pyro. The OG, dude. Ow. Hey! Not cool, bro. Yo, Wix, what's up, buddy? There's another helmet key door. But before I tackle that, I think educated guesses. Do you think new things will be added to the village demo or more of the same? I mean, I'm assuming that the demos coming out tonight are just the same demos that PlayStation had, just I'm assuming that they're just the same exact demo. I'm not expecting anything new. Whoa! There's zombies out here now. Oh! Get him, dude! I didn't know that zombies spawned out here. Very interesting. There's so many herbs out here. It's actually dumb. Like, look at this shit. There's 3. And then I think there's like 2 more right here. Oh, that's right. I picked one up when I came through here. A rusty boiler. Nothing strange. It's all rusty. Demo's still going to have a 30-minute time limit. It is... Here we go. Finally, I can get rid of this. It is an hour time limit on this upcoming demo. There's a switch. Press that shit. More magnum ammo. Very nice. Very nice. We have a Doom book. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be any new content. Nothing uncommon. I think it's just going to be the same thing. But I am curious to check it out on PC because I want to see how hard I can push the graphics without it bogging down my computer. I am genuinely curious about how hard I'll be able to push it, but... Alright, so Doom Book 1. Hold on. Shotgun shells. RTX on. Yeah, dude. I don't know. I actually don't know. Shit. I'm not meaning to do that, but... I'm actually going to drop the Magnum for now. And I'm going to take the... Oh, shit. I used all those. Well, shit. Hold on. I actually need to, like, get this stuff out of the way. I don't want it near my other stuff. Because they don't give you the option to discard those. Key item for later. All right, so Beretta. All right, so there's acid rounds, flame rounds. I guess let's take the shotgun. Sure, that works. What do I think of the Reddit stuff? I haven't seen any of the Reddit stuff. I don't think I want to. Sounds pretty sus. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure my rig can run the game maxed out, but I don't think I'll be able to stream and record high fidelity at max graphics with Village, but we'll have to see. I'll have to look at my resource usage when it finally comes out. Wonder if the preload's up yet. All right, I need to go upstairs. It's by Capcom. It's like a Hunt for Clues. Oh, yeah. I heard about it. They sent me an email about it because it's sort of kind of like part of that that like not really ambassador thing, but the like live co-streaming thing. They sent me some info about it, but I also got like 20 more avatar codes for PlayStation. So I will have to I'll have to hand those out because they actually sent me 2 more batches of those codes. I might wait until Village comes out before I do that though. Numeric key panel. You've entered the number. I'm so glad I don't have to go into the file and look up that number. Oh shit. Oh. All right, let's see. Oh, shit. I didn't see you there. A green herb. It's a local herb. It's a mixture of 2 green herbs. How exciting, right? Oh, you piece of shit. God damn it. That was not cool, bro. Oh, apparently this elevator works. How exciting. I actually kind of didn't want to go down here right now. That's all right, though. It's locked from inside. Dusty, not been used for a long time. An oven. It's badly rusted and does not seem to work. Oh, fuck! I didn't mean to skip a cutscene. I'm sorry, guys. I was trying to examine that. I did not mean to do that. I'm sorry. Dark blood sticks to it. What did they cook here? A gas cooking stove. Gas is not supplied. Water is not supplied. A freezer. It has not been used for a long time. How long is a long time? That's what I want to know. Yeah, that's what I wanted to know. It's only like about a month and a half, I think. It's not enough time for an oven to rust. Well, maybe they just never used them, you know? All right. Back upstairs. Oh, hello. The desk is locked. Will you use the lockpick? Of course. Magnum bullets, nice. It has not been used in a long time and is dusty. Various books. Oh. Most of them are on biology and chemistry. Scrapbook. Raccoon Times, May 27th, 1998. Animal attack? Woman mutilated. May 20th, around 10 p.m., a 20-year-old young woman's body was found by a passerby on the left bank of Marble River in the Cider District of Raccoon City. Raccoon police assume it to be a grizzly or other animal's doing because there are teeth marks along her mutilated arms and left foot that show considerable power. Since she was wearing a hiking boot on her remaining foot, it has been determined that she was attacked in the Arklay Mountains and fell into the river. They are hurrying to identify this woman. Raccoon Weekly, June 16th. Monsters in Arklay Mountains? Some people claim they've seen monsters in the Arklay Mountains. The monsters are supposedly about the same size as large dogs and usually run in a pack as wolves do. This may sound like a group of ordinary wild dogs, but these monsters are surprisingly fierce and hard to hurt. They say these dogs won't bother you unless you wake them, so you smart readers should stay out of the Arklay Mountains for the time being. But if you're looking for an adventure, check it out. You want to try? July 9th. Sorry, it's about 2.5 months because this is July 23rd, I think is when this game takes place. And the lab contamination happens at the beginning of May. Mystery on Arklay Mountains. Mountain road blocked. Due to successive disasters in the Arklay Mountains, the city authorities have decided to block the road leading to the foothills. At the same time, Raccoon police intend to begin the search for lost people with the help of stars. They expect great difficulty because of the vast size of Arklay Mountains and the primeval forest that covers most of the area. Also, people are still reporting sightings of grotesque monsters in the mountains. Oops. Ah, shit. Hold on. I gotta reset this room. Handgun bullets. Very nice. It's a helicopter port. If I could contact the other members from here. What I want to know is what is that in the back there? Is that that's not the mansion? Supposedly that's her view from the mansion, but I don't know. Like, why is the mansion in the background when she's literally in the mansion right now? I don't know. Doesn't make sense. A hidden room. Wesker didn't want them to see that room, apparently. I gotta go this way. There we go. There we go. The MO disc. All right. All right, so we have explosive rounds, more explosive rounds. And a battery. Now I can move the elevator in the courtyard. All right, cool. Now I can progress through the game, right? All right, I definitely need to hit an item box. Because my inventory is full as fuck. Here, let me just take one of these mixed herb combos here. All right, so I don't need the MO disc right now either. I'm trying to think. In the tunnel, there's hunters. I do need the crank again. I think that's it. Okay, yeah. Basically, I just need to go back to the courtyard. Yeah, I can go this way. Oh, you know what? There is some healing stuff in here. Not that I need it, but I'm not coming back to the mansion, so it's not a bad idea. There we go. All right, come on. There we go. Very nice. All right, let's finish this game up so we can play the demo. Okay. To the courtyard. Which demo? The final demos come out today for basically what the PlayStation 5 users got early access for. It's available for everyone tonight. Wait, what? Jesus. Yeah, there's not really any spoilers in the demo. It's like hardly any content. Like even when you're casually playing through, it's like 20 minutes of content, if that. There's a couple cutscenes, but it's like nothing like major story revealing. And honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if they did it like it was in the RE3 demo, where it wasn't entirely in sequence. So you're not really... There's not really any major spoilers in the demos. It's just gameplay. Like, you get to see some of the environment, and you get to kill a couple enemies. But, like, if you've watched the trailers, like, it's basically just some gameplay shown from the trailers. But if you don't want to watch, I understand. It's not a big deal. It's still going to be a little bit before we play, though, because I need to finish this run first, obviously. Right. Alright, use that crank. Is there any connection between 7 and Village? Yes. I am actually going to go out and say that if you didn't play 7 and you're playing Village, you're probably going to have no fucking clue what's going on. Like, there's some people that are actually... like, that didn't like RE7, and so they didn't play it, and they're expecting Village to solve all their problems. They're going to be very sorely disappointed when they have no fucking idea what's going on in the plot because they didn't play RE7. So even for people that didn't like RE7, I highly encourage everyone that didn't play RE7 to play it before Village comes out. Otherwise, you're probably going to be pretty fucking confused. Like, story-wise. I don't think down here has an item box like the other one did. Yeah, okay, that's all right.
Oh, Joe,
Barry!
what good timing. A moment ago, I heard someone's voice coming from this hole. Let's go together since it's dark and we can't see very well.
Will you go with him? Yes.
Let's go.
Okay, then I'm gonna cover you. Let's hurry. Hey, are you all right? I can go first if you want me to.
Do you want him to go first? Wait, I forget. Do I hit yes or no? I don't think it matters, but I'm gonna hit no.
Okay, let's go, Barry. I'm depending on you.
Nah, I'll go first. I'm okay with that. Or they could watch your RE7 playthrough on YouTube. That is true. That is true. It's a power generator, but does not seem to work. I mean, my complaint, I wouldn't even, it's not even really a complaint, honestly. My only argument is that there's some people that don't like 7 so much that they literally won't even like watch gameplay of it. Which to me is just silly. Good cover, Barry.
Is that Jill?
Is that voice Enrico's?
Enrico's? Yeah.
You're alive.
Wait there. Are you with anybody, Jill?
What? Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
Enrico!
So, Barry and Jill together.
Are you all right, Enrico?
The stars are doomed. Someone is a traitor. Everything was plotted from the start by Umbrella.
Huh? Huh? Enrico.
Enrico!
Enrico! Barry is investigating. All right, well. Get him, dude. Just got to make sure Barry's ass is covered here. Oh, is this the run? Jeez. Seven and Village kind of need to be together, where 1 and 2 could kind of get away with being standalone. Yeah. Hey! They respawn, you dick. Okay. Well, I've got the other crank, so we can get in here and get the job done. This big old boulder's blocking the way. Oh! Oh shit. Oh. Well, okay. Oh, shit. Oh, God, I'm in danger. What do I do? I'm gonna have to leave because I just don't have a way. It's just not safe. I'm gonna have to go to the item box. I can't risk it. I mean, I do have an idea, I guess. Hold on. Guess I can technically do this. Just hope I don't get wrecked, bro. I'm assuming that the health resets, though, so I don't know. No! Rip. Glad I saved, though. Definitely glad that I saved.
Resident Evil.
Here, let me just... So I don't have to sit here risking it the whole time. What's the hardest game to speedrun? I don't know, honestly. I legitimately don't know what the hardest game to speedrun is. I mean, I would guess probably something in the Souls or the Mario franchise, but I'm not 100% sure, to be honest with you. Like, I primarily speedrun RE games, so I don't know. I don't know what the hardest game is. All right. wiped out my shotgun, so... Let's grab the grenade launcher. Probably Minecraft? No, I doubt it. My guess is probably one of the Souls games or something in the Mario franchise. That would be my guess. I would probably say more so Souls related though. The Souls games are really hard. Even for speedrunners. It takes a very special kind of speedrunner to speedrun Dark Souls and Bloodborne and all that shit. I learned the Demon Souls run, but it's really hard. Do I prefer first person or third person for Resident Evil games? Generally third person, but I honestly don't mind the first person perspective of RE7. I honestly just think it entirely depends on what style you're trying to capture. Like, I mean, I like kind of the over-the-shoulder perspective that RE2 Remake has, but at the same time, like I said, I mean... I didn't get poisoned, which is good, I guess. The blue herb. Do I have a green and red still? I don't think I do. So what I will do is just combine these. Well, I kind of don't really need explosive rounds right now, though. I think I'm actually good with what I've got here. I'm going to try to use as much of the handgun ammo as possible, so I've got supplies for the end game. How is Village's save room music? I mean, the save room... The only save room that's really, like, in the demo is... like the Duke's room, and it's like, it's kind of serene, I would say. That's really all I can say. Oh, you know what I forgot? Oh, shit! Ah, it was close. It's a map of the underground. Hey, look, an MO disc. Hey. Heard someone say that Returnal is a good speedrunner type game. Oops. Yeah, I haven't really looked too much into it, but I mean, I could see it potentially being speedrunnable. I mean, a lot of games are speedrunnable these days. It's not uncommon for developers to actually consider speedrunners as part of, like, their development process. Like, fuck, what is it called? Bloodstained actually has a speedrun mode. Like, it has its own game mode specifically for speedrunners. A hexagonal hole. Oh! Wait. There we go. Something smells burning in my house. I need to actually go back to the save room. Oh, snake! I'm assuming that my girlfriend's like making something upstairs, like a dessert or something, but it like smells burning. Doom Book 1. I don't need the ammo disc right this second. And I'm actually done with the crank now. Yo, Choco, what's up, buddy? Yeah, take it easy, Eddie. Hope you feel better, buddy. It's welded and does not open. Well, shit. There's nothing else that can poison me in the rest of the run, so I mean, it's basically just me combining shit for the sake of combining shit right now, so it's always a fun time. Doom Book 2, nothing important. Nothing important, but oh, shit! There was a medal in the book. A medal from the second Doom book. Picture of an eagle is carved in the round hollow. There was a medal in the book. What a surprise. Alright, our descent to hell begins. Not really, but you know. The door is tightly locked. There's a plate on the right-hand side. Will not open unless under first-class emergency. Alright, we are here. I am gonna take the 2 ammo discs that I have. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Uh, right. And there is the third ammo disc. It's electronically locked. Visual data room. Well, I'll be sure to check that out, right? All right, where is he? Uh-oh. Well, that's one way to do it. That's one way to do it. Oh, hey, bud. Oh! Alright, well, we cleared that up. I have played the Dino Crisis games, but it's been forever since I've played them. It's locked. A passcode panel. You don't have the passcode. Well, shit. It's electronically locked. There's a switch. Will you push it? Sure. Seems someone used this only recently. Ooh, some bullets. Very nice. Oh, shit. Yo, I'm getting paid, dude. Something is written on the picture. Researcher's letter, June 8th, 1998. Dear Ada. Ada, by the time you read this, I'll be something different. Today's test turned out to be positive, just as I expected. I feel like going crazy when I think about becoming one of them. Ada, you're not infected and I hope you never will be. In case you're the last one left, take the material in the visual data room and go to the power room to operate the triggering system before you escape. And make all this public through the media. If everything is in order, all the locks can be opened by the security system. You can access the system if you log in with my name from the terminal in the small lab and enter the password. The password is your name. To unlock the door at B2, where the visual data room is located, you'll need to access with our first names first and then enter another password. I've written the code below. I'm sure you'll understand it easily. And this is my last hope. If you find me completely changed, please kill me yourself. Password equals blah, 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 blah. Yours, John. John. Ada. Here's the switch. Tree. Apple. Man. Woman. So basically what you do is you match up the symbols on the thing. So in the file, it's like M cross fish half M M. So you have the, you basically just decipher it. It's pretty easy. So you look at it here, the M, the O is right next to it, and then the L from apple, and then the E. There's a lot of E's, but yeah, basically it works out to mole. All fun. That's how you do that password, or that puzzle. That puzzle is actually really hard to do without like scrap paper laying around. It's actually pretty ridiculous. Oh shit, hello. Fancy seeing you here. Various devices and chemicals. Nothing useful. Nothing special. Nothing special. Various chemicals used for research. Nothing useful. Nothing special. Nothing special. Nothing special. Nothing special. The computer is used to open the electronic locks. Will you turn it on? Here we go. All right, here we go. You ready? Get ready for it. M-O-L-E. All right, here it goes. I don't know why it does that. They should have kept that in the remake, dude. Like, hey, dope. Alright, gonna log out. I don't understand why Jill and Chris didn't, like, gather evidence while they were here. Seems kind of weird that they didn't do that. Showed up to finger guns, yeah. Yeah, dude. Huh. Facts. To General Manager of Sanitation Division from Special Committee on Disasters, Raccoon Special Research Department. That's a mouthful. This memorandum is strictly confidential and must be destroyed as soon as it is understood. Regarding the T-virus outbreak, which occurred recently, this committee conducted a field survey. According to the survey results, estimates on the amount of damage caused by the accident are considerably greater than reported earlier. First, although it is very difficult to obtain accurate data in terms of actual numbers, it is thought that more than half of the researchers died after exposure to the T-virus. The body count will most likely increase since nearly all of the survivors show symptoms peculiar to the T-virus. Second, our security system is still in operation. However, our special security guard squad has nearly been destroyed. Because of that, research information considered by our company to be top secret has been made available to outsiders. Countermeasures should be taken as soon as possible. Finally, many of the subjects from the experiment have escaped and are out of control. We believe that some researchers were killed by these subjects and their bodies were mutilated. By curious coincidence, these events are proof of the success of our research. However, there is also very high risk that this news may be leaked to the press if we don't act immediately. The condition is very serious. Our operation to cover up the situation is difficult to attain. However, we hope the problem will be solved quickly. We are especially concerned that the state police and STARS are intervening too quickly. We need to act on this situation as well. Yo, Kirby. Why didn't Jill just take that as evidence? You know what I mean? Nothing special. It's a passcode output machine. If I had an MO disk, I could get the code. Passcode 1. I swear by myself, declares the Lord, that because you have done this and have not withheld your son, your only son. Genesis 22:16. I already have the passcode. Most of them are fiction books. Cardboard and posters, nothing useful. Passcode panel. You've entered the passcode. Oh, shit. Yo, Daniel, I'm doing well. How are you, buddy? All right, let's see. An intercom. It does not seem to be operative. A projector. Umbrella Inc. Bioweapon materials. MA-39 Cerberus. FI-3 Neptune. MA-121 Hunter. T-002 Tyrant. Bioweapon Research Institute R&D staff. That looks like Wesker. Unfamiliar physics symbols are written here. There's a panel. Will you open it? There's a switch. Will you push it? Yes! The lab key. All right, let's go. Back to the basement. Yeah, it kind of looks like a PS1 machine, sort of, but not really at the same time. PlayStation 1 was a little bit more rectangular. It's locked from inside. Well, shit. The laboratory key. It's useless, dude. It's kind of like a cross between a PS1 and a fax machine. Let me actually go in here first, because I got some shit I gotta do. Let's see. I don't understand why they included a blue herb here. Like, I feel like it kind of just makes no fucking sense. You can save. Will you save? Nah. I'm good, dude. The flame rounds. Yeah, I'll take those. Yeah, I mean, I think I'm good with what I got. There's no reaction. It has no power. There's a switch. There's no reaction. It has no power. Rip, dude! Will you take the shoddy shells? Yes! Instruments for operation. Some are bloodstained. Is that right? Shit! Never fear. Resetting the room is here. Let's see. If I remember right, you kind of have to, like, push the other shit out of the way for a second. Alright, we're good. I fixed it! I don't know if this is gonna go in, but okay. Cool. Any clues? Oh, shit. Nice. Climb through the air shaft. I don't remember if the chimeras come through here like they do in the remake. If I had an MO disc, I could get the code. Well, I just so happen to have an MO disc right here, dude. Passcode 2. I will surely bless you and make your descendants as numerous as the stars in the sky. And as the sand on the seashore, your descendants will take possession of the cities of their enemies. Genesis 22:17. Yo. Sounds like that dude sneezed or something. Like he was about to bless the fuck out of that guy. You know? He said, oh, I'll bless the shit out of you, dude. This place seems to be a morgue. You don't say. We got more magnum rounds. A corpse is laid here. You unlocked it. Yay! We know how to unlock shit. Also, what up, Husky? How's it going, buddy? Alright, so I am going to... I definitely need to hit the item box because I don't have any inventory space. So... I also feel like the handgun's probably not going to cut it for the rest of the game, my dude. So... let's get that DA manip. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Had a day in the mountains? Nice. I'm doing pretty well. All things considered. Got back from a funeral yesterday. But, you know, 2 days off, did some yard work today, feeling a little bit refreshed. There should be more Magnum rounds around here. Appreciate it, Husky. Yeah. Yeah, doing pretty well, all things considered. The relative wasn't super close to me, but close to some family members that are closer to me. So I just wanted to be there to support some other members of my family, but just a lot of time on the road is all. Oh! Shit. No! Shit, dude. Good lord, man. Power panel. Some areas do not have power. Will you activate the blacked out areas? It shows the power supply status. Well, because of that, I'm gonna have to go back to the fucking item box. Because now I don't have enough ammo. Alright, let's see. So we got acid and flame. I don't think we have any explosive rounds. Oh, there's actually two. Oh, I do have explosive rounds. Okay. Hold on. Cold Python. Where's the other Magnum rounds that I had? I think they're up here, yep. Whoa. I'll just swap out for the mixed herbs there. And let's roll. Jesus, dude. Shit. There's one. It's a passcode machine. Passcode 3. And through your offspring, all nations on earth will be blessed. Because you have obeyed me. Genesis 22:18. Wow, Rory, I see how you're shutting my ass up. That's okay. I need to stop talking sometimes. Sometimes I just need to shut my goddamn mouth and just let you guys enjoy the gameplay, right? I hear it. I got you. Alright, so we are basically ready for Tyrant, which, looking at my inventory, I've got plenty of grenades. But what I don't have plenty of is health. Cool. There's a switch. Will you push it? Sure.
Jill!
Barry!
Jill! You're here too.
Yes, you're here too?
Oh, hey, we're like besties now.
My way.
Let's get going.
Yeah, in order to get a collector's edition, you pretty much have to order it as soon as they launch, like within the first day or two, otherwise they sell out. They sell out pretty quick.
Wesker,
You did a fine job, Barry.
just as I thought.
I think you should stay away from Barry, Jill. I hear that his wife and 2 daughters will be in danger if he doesn't do everything I tell him to.
You are so cruel.
Well, you don't have to worry about anything, because you'll be free from this world very soon, Jill.
Why do you have to destroy stars?
That's
Just
Umbrella's
as
intention.
I
This
thought.
laboratory has been engaging in dangerous experiments, and recently an accident has occurred. Anyway, this disaster cannot be made public.
That's why having stars nosing about is so inconvenient. So you're a slave of Umbrella now.
Along with these virus monsters.
I think you misunderstand me, Jill. To me, the monsters you mention mean nothing. I'm going to burn all of them together with this entire laboratory. I must complete my mission, as ordered by Umbrella. Barry, go up on the ground and wait there.
Barry!
Barry.
Barry's such a fool. He'll be under the control of Umbrella forever.
How come both Umbrella and you can intimidate him by taking his family as hostages?
Umbrella?
Well, I intimidated him. But it had nothing to do with Umbrella.
I just used him for my personal purposes. Though both you and Barry seem to think I was following orders from Umbrella.
So you're planning something else?
If you succeeded in developing the world's most powerful biological weapon, what would you do? What if you were in charge?
I wouldn't freaking kill a bunch of people.
This now.
You're a brave girl. But if I were you,
Yeah, I have a collector's edition coming for Village, but it's
you guys are idiots.
it's going to my old house, so I need to arrange a trip over there to go get it.
So you're going to steal all the research?
Better yet, I'm going to show you the tyrant.
Barry!
Get him, Barry.
Sorry, Jill.
Who's your family?
I was listening to what you and Wesker were talking about. I wish I realized it earlier. I thought it must have something to do with Umbrella, you know. So it's all been masterminded by him.
But it's good that you know that now. Anyway, let's get out of this house first.
Jill,
Yes, what?
do you have any idea what Wesker was going to show you at the back of this place?
Well, he was talking about the world's most powerful biological weapon, called Tyrant or something, I think.
I think.
Do you think we could see Tyrant now?
Do you think we could go
Barry,
see
You're
it?
so optimistic.
It would look bad for stars if we let such a dangerous creature run loose.
Maybe you're right. Let's go then.
Do you think he's like a fifth grader? Like, can we go to the park now? Do you think maybe we could go see it now? It's like, not now, Barry. You're gonna have to wait. That's basically what he does, though. He just goes... He goes, do you think maybe we could go see it now? Do you think maybe we could see Tyrant now? As opposed to what, earlier?
Really be the ultimate biological weapon?
Really? Wesker is a crazy man.
Tyrant is not
He's a-
completely developed.
Crazy man.
But we can't let it live. That must be the computer for monitoring this creature.
But Dad, you said... Dad, you said... You said... You said... Right?
Damn you!
It can't control what it does.
It can't control what it does. Oh. Well, that was easy. Looks like the control device for this room.
Barry? Barry? You're alive.
I'm really embarrassed. I was clumsy.
Let's get going.
Looks like the control device. That means that we should release the lock, right? You know? Dude it! I think this is just handgun ammo, yeah. Because, you know, everybody just brings a handgun to this fight, you know? Alright, dialogue's best, dude. It's pretty damn good.
What happened to Wesker?
The triggering system has now been activated. All researchers and guards should take cover
Wesker
immediately.
must have set it off.
Unlock
There's
all
not much
rooms
time
for
left for us.
evacuation. The triggering system has
We gotta go!
all researchers and guards should take cover immediately. Unlock all rooms for evacuation. The triggering system has
Let's
now
go,
been
dude!
activated. All researchers and guards should take cover immediately.
Take cover immediately.
The triggering system has now been activated. All researchers and
Oh!
should take cover immediately. Unlock all rooms for evacuation.
I should probably go save Chris, right?
The triggering system has now been activated. All researchers and
Passcode panel.
should take cover immediately.
You've entered the passcodes.
Unlock all rooms for evacuation. The triggering system has now been activated. All researchers and guards should take cover immediately.
Oh, Jill!
Oh, Chris!
Jill! Chris!
Yeah, you too! What happened to Wesker?
Let's talk about it later. Let's get out of here.
Let's get out of here.
The triggering system has now been activated.
Nothing important around here. Nothing important.
All researchers and guards should take cover immediately. Unlock all routes for evacuation. The triggering system has now been activated. All researchers and guards
Let's go.
take cover immediately.
Let's go.
Unlock all routes for evacuation. The triggering system has now been activated. All researchers and guards should take cover immediately. Unlock all routes for evacuation. The triggering system has now been activated.
Got him, dude.
All researchers and unlock all routes for evacuation.
Let's go.
The triggering system
Let's go.
has been activated.
Hey. Oh.
All researchers
Let's go.
and guards
Hey. Oh.
take cover.
Let's go.
Unlock all routes for evacuation. The triggering system has now been activated. All researchers and guards should take cover immediately. Unlock
The Magnum.
evacuation. The triggering system has now been activated.
Might as well heal up to full, you know.
Researchers and guards should take cover immediately. Unlock all routes for evacuation.
Hurry!
The triggering system has now been activated. All researchers and guards should take cover immediately. Unlock all routes for evacuation.
This is Brad. Running out of fuel. If there is anyone alive, contact me now, okay?
Contact me now, okay?
Activated. All researchers and
We gotta go, dude.
cover immediately. Unlock all routes for evacuation. The triggering system has
Battery
now
is
been
pulled out.
activated. All researchers and guards should take
There is
cover
3 minutes until explosion.
Unlock all routes
Hey, it's Rebecca.
Oh no, you must be kidding. After you come all the way here.
Ladies first. Go first, Jill.
Go first, Jill.
Chris.
Give me a chance to play nice.
Okay, I'll leave it up to you. See you again at the heliport.
The triggering system
I love how it's a 3-minute timer, right? And the clock basically ticks down to like 2 minutes and 20 seconds by the time you even get up there. They're eating up all my time, dudes.
has now been activated.
2 minutes to this place absolutely blows to shit, right? And despite that, Super Tyrant comes out, right?
He's coming! Jill! Kill that monster! Remember Amazon, Jill?
Kill the monster! Wow, 5 Magnum rounds, that's all it took, really? Oh! Oh! Oh, dude! Adam, dude! Ladies first. Go first, Jill. Yo, JJ, dude. Sorry, the guitar, I can't. It's so good, dude. Jill's like,
oh my
hey!
God, that's fucking Keanu Reeves. What the fuck?
Yo, Limited with the 5 months. Yo, appreciate you, homie. I only saved once. I thought we did pretty well, all things considered.